Creating content doesn't have to be complicated. And if you've been looking for a simple, all-in-one tool to record your screen, edit videos, and add polished effects without the steep learning curve, this tutorial is for you. Because in this video, I'm going to show you how to create and edit videos inside Wondershare DemoCreator. We're going to add auto-generated subtitles, explore the built-in video recorder, and walk through some of the smart features that make editing fast and intuitive. And whether you're just getting started or looking to speed up your workflow, DemoCreator gives you the tools to create professional-looking videos quickly and with minimal effort. Plus, they offer a free version of the app that is packed with a ton of cool features. And real quick before we get started, if you get any value out of this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to the Blog with Ben YouTube channel. Helps me bring you more resources, and it keeps you up to date with all of the AI, web, and tech trends happening throughout the year. But either way, thank you so much for all your support. All right, with that being said, let's get started. To get started with Wondershare DemoCreator, head over to their official website. I've linked to it in the video description below, and click the button that says Try It for Free. DemoCreator works on Windows, Mac OS, and even offers a web-based experience through your browser. And in this tutorial, we'll be using the desktop version for Mac, but the steps are very similar across all platforms. And just a heads up, DemoCreator does have paid plans, but everything I'm showing you today is available in the free version. There's still a lot you could do without spending a dime, and if you decide to upgrade later on, you could do that at any time from inside the app. Okay, once you click download, DemoCreator will walk you through a simple installation process. It's just 2 steps. First, you'll locate the downloaded zip file on a Mac. It should automatically download to your computer, and it's called something like DemoCreator Mac Setup, something along those lines. And if you can't find the file, just check your downloads folder or use the browser's downloads shortcut. Then once you run the setup, the app will begin installing. You'll see a brief splash screen while it installs. It takes about a minute to finish, so just sit tight really quick while it does its thing. And then once the installation is complete, it should open up, but if not, you can always access it in your applications folder. Then when you launch it, you'll land on the main dashboard. All right, next, let me give you a quick tour and show you how to create videos with DemoCreator. So there's a ton of stuff you can do with DemoCreator. From the dashboard, you could choose between launching the video recorder or jump straight into the video editor. You'll also find powerful AI tools like the AI clips generator, auto subtitles, text-to-speech, text-based editing, and so much more. And once you begin creating projects, you can also access and manage them here as well. It's an all-in-one suite designed for educators, marketers, content creators, basically anyone who needs professional-looking video fast. And the Wondershare has an amazing DemoCreator hub that you can access by clicking Academy in the sidebar. And it's filled with some really well done helpful guides and video tutorials to show you how to get the most out of DemoCreator. We're going to cover some of the basics in this tutorial, but we're really only scratching the surface. So I highly recommend checking out these tutorials whenever you have some extra time. Okay, now let's take a quick look at the video recorder feature. Even though we won't be using it in this video, I want to give you a feel for what it offers in case you want to explore it on your own. So to access it, just click the video recorder tile from the main dashboard, and this opens up the interface that asks what you would like to record. And it gives you 6 different options. You can record your screen, your webcam. You also have the option to capture just your audio, which is handy for voiceovers or podcast style content. And one standout feature is the ability to record from an iOS device. This is especially useful if you're demoing mobile apps or sharing content directly from your phone or tablet. Lastly, there's a video presentation mode, which lets you combine your webcam feed with slide-style visuals for more polished delivery. Perfect for business presentations or online teaching. Then at the bottom there, you've got controls to manage input sources, toggle your mic and system audio, enable webcam recording, and fine-tune your resolution and frame rate settings. It's simple but powerful, giving you everything you need to capture high-quality content with minimal setup. Then once you're done recording, you'll want to head over to the video editor. So from the main dashboard, this time click where it says Video Editor, And this takes you into DemoCreator's full editing workspace, where you could start building and customizing your content. And whether you're working with screen recordings, webcam footage, or imported media, this is where it all comes together. All right, in this portion of the tutorial, we are going to create and edit a video here in the video editor. But first, let me give you a quick tour. The DemoCreator video editor is laid out in a pretty clean and intuitive way. On the left-hand side, you got your main tools and asset categories, things like templates, annotations, video and audio effects, transitions, stickers, and even branded kits for a consistent look. The My Library section is where your imported clips will appear, and you can drag those right into the timeline at the bottom of the screen to start editing, which we'll do in just a bit. In the center is your preview window where you could see your edits in real time. You could play back, trim, and fine-tune your video here as we go. Then over on the right, you'll find the project info panel. This shows details about your current project, like the name, aspect ratio, resolution, frame rate, etc. But you could edit these settings at any time. Below the preview window is the timeline section. This is where all the editing magic happens. The timeline lets you drag and drop your media, effects, transitions, and other assets into a layered sequence so you can build your video visually and with full control. The timeline includes time markers so you can line up clips precisely, and there's a set of tools along the top for trimming, splitting, zooming in or out, adjusting speed, and more. And whether you're putting together a simple tutorial or a multitask presentation, this section gives you all the flexibility you need to shape your story. Moving to the upper left corner, you've got quick access to key actions like recording directly into the timeline. Just click that record button. And then in the upper right corner, you can export your final video by clicking the export button. And then all the way in the upper right corner, there are some icons. Here you can give feedback to Wondershare, upgrade and purchase a subscription, log into your account, access the Academy, use the AI Clips Generator task, and contact support. Next, let's take a look at how to actually create and customize a video using DemoCreator's built-in templates. So on the left-hand menu, click on Templates, and this opens up the templates, where at the top section you'll see two tabs, Templates and Backgrounds. Backgrounds are useful if you just need a static or animated backdrop, but in this tutorial we'll be using templates, which come with built-in layouts, graphics, and animations to give your video a professional look right out the gate. And the templates are organized by category. There's education, business, social media, gaming, and more. And it's easy to browse based on your project type. And when you find one you like, you have two options. You could drag it directly onto the timeline below, or you could click the plus icon in the corner of the template to insert it. Just a heads up, some templates have a crown icon, which means they're only available to paid plan users, but there's still plenty of free templates available that you could use without upgrading. And for this tutorial, I'm selecting a business style template, and I'll click that plus icon to add it to the timeline. Then to play the template and see what it looks like, you could press the play button in the preview or just click the spacebar on your keyboard. And you'll see that we get some really great animations for the template, but you'll also notice that there is a placeholder for where an image or another video could be placed. And that's where I'm going to upload one of my own pieces of media to use. So to add your own content into the project, start by clicking on My Library from the left-hand menu. And this is where all of your imported files and recorded clips will appear. And you have two options here. You can record new footage directly into the library or upload a pre-recorded video file. In this case, I'm going to be using a video that I recorded earlier. So go ahead and click that purple folder icon to open the import window. Then select the video file that you want to use. And once it's uploaded, it will appear inside your library, ready to go. Next, click Edit on the template clip that we added earlier in the timeline. And this will open a dedicated editing timeline just for that clip. Think of this as a focused workspace where you can make changes to the individual components of your template without affecting the rest of your project. It's a great way to keep things organized, and it's easy to manage. So once your video clip is uploaded into the library, adding it to the template is super easy. You can either drag it to the clip directly into the placeholder area inside the template, or click the small plus icon on the video thumbnail to insert it. In this case, I'll go ahead and click the plus icon, and you'll see that it drops right into the predefined space in our business reporting template. Next, let's customize how the video appears within the template. So with that template still selected, you'll see your inserted clip appear in the timeline. Click on that clip to bring up the editing options in the panel on the right under the Video tab, and you'll find your settings for transforming the clip. This includes scale, rotation, position, and speed. I'm going to reduce the scale a bit so that the frame fits better inside the template's layout. You can do this by dragging the scale slider to the left or typing in a custom percentage. You could also adjust the X and Y position sliders to nudge the video exactly where you want it within the frame, or you can even click on the video within the template preview and make your adjustments that way. This helps center your subject, align with the graphic elements, and make room for overlays like titles or animations. And the great thing about this is as you make your changes, the live preview updates in real time, so you could dial in the perfect look without any guesswork. Alright, next let's update the text inside the template. So start by clicking on the placeholder text within the template preview, and this will bring up the text editing panel on the right hand side under the annotations tab. And from here you could replace the placeholder text with whatever custom title you want to display. And for this example, I'm changing it to my name. Then to change the look and feel of the text, click into the font drop-down located there on the right, and you could scroll through and preview different styles. DemoCreator offers a wide variety of fonts, and switching between them is instant. For a bold and clean look, I'm going to go with Impact, but you can select whatever you want here from the font list. Then to adjust the size of the font, on the drop-down to the right, click on that and that will open some numbers, and this allows you to fit the font size to the design and make your text stand out a little more. Then I'm going to speed through me editing the other placeholder text, but it's just the exact same. You're going to click on it and then you're able to change the text to say whatever you want, and I'm going to have this say blog with Ben, and then you could obviously change the font style and size if you want to, but I'm just going to leave it as is for the sake of time. Okay, once both titles are updated, you could press play in the preview to see your custom text animate in real time, or press the spacebar. Both will play the videos, and you can see that it is seamlessly integrated into the template's design. Pretty cool. Alright, then to return to the main timeline after editing a clip, simply click the back to the main timeline button there. And this takes you out of the template editor and back to your full video project, where you can preview everything in context. Then one thing I want to point out here is if the template clip is too short, you can easily extend it by hovering over the end of the clip on the timeline, and then you'll see that arrow icon appear. Just click and drag that to increase its duration. Then if you want to get a better view of your clips, use the zoom control in the upper right corner of the timeline, and clicking the plus icons zoom in, giving you a more detailed view for precise edits, while the minus icon zooms out to show more of your timeline at once. Then within the timeline, you'll see a yellow vertical line. This is the playhead. It marks your current position in the video, and wherever the playhead is placed in the exact frame, that will show in the preview window when you hit play. You can click and drag it to scrub through your video and line up edits precisely. Okay, moving on. Next, let me show you how to add annotations to your clip. Annotations are visual elements like arrows, shapes, and highlights that help direct your viewer's attention or emphasize key parts of your video. They're especially useful when you're creating tutorials, pointing out details, or adding a creative flair. So, to get started, click on the Annotations tab on the far left menu, and this will open a panel of options grouped into categories like popular, basic, line and arrow, animated shapes, and so on. And you could scroll through and preview each design just by hovering over them or clicking on them. And once you've found one that you want to use, like an arrow to point at something important, you can click on it and that will give you a preview in the preview window. And then you can either drag it to the timeline or click the plus icon to add it. And after it's placed to the timeline, you can adjust the annotation's size, position, and angle by clicking and dragging the handles around it. You can also fine-tune those adjustments on the right-hand panel using the transform settings, including scale, rotation, and exact positioning. But once positioned, the annotation will now appear in your clip and animate based on the style that you selected. Moving on to the pan and zoom effect, these are a great way to add subtle motion and visual interest to your clips, especially if you're working with static shots. Pan and zoom effects let you zoom in, zoom out, or pan across the screen in different directions to highlight a specific area or create a more dynamic viewing experience. So to access these effects, click on Pan and Zoom in the left-hand menu. And from here, you'll see a variety of presets, including options like Smart Zoom, Zoom in, Zoom out, Pan left, Pan right, etc. And to apply one, first click the Edit button on your clip in the timeline to open it in the clip editor. Then find the effect that you want to use and simply drag it directly onto your clip. Then once it's applied, a little yellow arrow will appear in the timeline over your clip. This arrow represents the speed and direction of the motion. The shorter the arrow, the faster the effect plays. The longer it is, the slower and smoother the motion. You can adjust the timing by dragging the endpoints of the arrow like so. This is an easy way to bring your content to life and keep viewers visually engaged. Alright, so for the sake of time, we're going to quickly run through the remaining features in DemoCreator so you can get a sense of just how much is packed into this editor, even though we won't be applying them to this current clip. So let's start by heading back to the main timeline. And this brings you out of the template or clip editor and gives you access to the full sequence of your project. Next up is video effects. These let you add visual changes to your clip like green screen keying, AI background blur, mirror effects, borders, mosaic pixelation, and more. You'll also see AI-powered features here like the AI portrait and object remover. Next, we have audio effects. These are especially useful for clearing up your voice tracks or adding a creative flair. There's an AI voice cleaner to improve clarity, a denoise tool to remove background hum, and even a voice changer or vocal remover if you're trying to get creative with your sound. Moving on to the cursor effects, and these are helpful for tutorials or screen recordings. You can add highlights, spotlight the cursor, magnify a section of the screen where your mouse moves, or add click rings and click sounds to emphasize specific actions. Moving on to transitions, and these are used between clips or screens to create smooth movement. Whether you want something simple like a fade or flash, or something more dynamic like box turns, rolls, or zooms, there's a huge library to choose from. You just drag the transition between two clips on your timeline, and you're set. Next, we have brand kits. Here, DemoCreator gives you access to pre-made openers and end credits that you could use to bookend your videos. But if you click on the Brand tab within the same section there towards the upper right, that's where you can actually store your own brand assets. You can upload your logo, set your preferred fonts, and choose brand colors. This makes it easy to keep your content looking consistent across all your projects. Then there's the stickers option. And this includes a collection of animated and static graphics. These are great for drawing attention to something important like a subscribe now prompt or just adding a little fun and personality to your video. Next, we have the audio section. Here you'll find music tracks and sound effects organized into categories like vlog, gaming, news, nature, and more. And you can preview each audio clip and add it to your timeline to match the tone of your video. Finally, there's the effects packs. These are themed bundles with stickers, overlays, transitions, and other assets. You'll find packs for holidays, school projects, special events, and more. They're great for giving your video an instant visual style. Okay, now that we've covered everything inside the video creator, let's move on to some additional tools available right from the DemoCreator dashboard. DemoCreator offers powerful features designed to streamline your workflow, especially if you're working with a lot of video content. From here, you could access tools like the AI Clips Generator, Auto Subtitles, Text-to-Speech, AI text-based editing, and the AI Voice Changer. For this tutorial, we're going to focus specifically on the Auto Subtitle feature. This tool makes it easy to generate accurate captions for your videos with just one click. It supports multiple languages, and you can even highlight keywords automatically. So, to get started, just click on the Auto Subtitle option, then upload your video file that you want to use. And once it's loaded, you'll be prompted to select your language from the drop-down menu. And then if you want to emphasize key phrases, check the box to identify and highlight keywords. You'll also see a credit estimate on the bottom right, which shows how many AI credits the transcription will use. And when everything looks good, click the Start button, and DemoCreator will begin transcribing your video automatically. Then it takes a few seconds for the subtitles to generate, but for the sake of time, I'm going to fast forward really quick. And as soon as the subtitles are generated, they'll appear in your timeline perfectly synced with your voice. Then you can easily make edits, move sections, or tweak the timing if needed. This feature is especially useful for YouTube creators, educators, or anyone who wants to improve accessibility and viewer engagement. I was honestly blown away by how good the subtitles turned out. The timing and accuracy were spot on, way better than I expected. This used to be one of those tedious steps that would take me forever and cause constant frustration, but now you can get clean, synced subtitles in just seconds. It's a total game changer if you're producing content regularly. Finally, let's take a quick look at the subtitle settings, which you'll find over to the right of the preview window. And from here you could change the font, adjust spacing, add text borders or shadows, and even enable a background for better readability. What's also great is that the DemoCreator includes a library of animated subtitle templates that you can apply to give your captions a more dynamic look. As you can see, this template gives us a yellow background and changes the font to this action style text. DemoCreator really nailed this feature. Alright, that's going to do it for this DemoCreator walkthrough. We only scratched the surface of what this platform can do. Beyond what we covered today, there are even more powerful AI tools built in, like the transcript generator, the AI text-based editing, and a suite of automation features that can save you some serious time in post-production. And if you're looking to unlock the full potential of DemoCreator, I highly recommend checking out the paid plan. It gives you access to everything this tool has to offer, and you can find the link in the video description below. Just click it to get started. Alright, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. So that's going to do it for this video. If you found it helpful, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Blog with Ben YouTube channel. Also, if you're looking to start a blog, check out these 2 videos on how to build, grow, and monetize a WordPress blog. They'll walk you through the entire process step by step. And as always, your support means a great deal to me and my family, and for that, I thank you. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching.